yan? Mushroom? It is a mushroom. You got mushroom eyes. It's a bolete. First mushroom of the day. And we don't know what it is. But it's a bolete. Paano natin nasabi? It doesn't have gills. It has yung parang sponge. And it's a slimy one. Most of the boletes that we find, they're either gonna be very slimy. You just peel the skin off, and then you just have to cook it really, really well. Does it look like it? No. Granulated slippery jack. Cap brown, cinnamon off and paler. Yeah, this is edible. Edible mushroom. Every time you see mushrooms, what you want to do is, you clean it immediately. Para hindi mo na siya linisin mamaya, and hindi siya masira ng mas mabilis. Okay, let's go. So the more deeper you go into the hiking trail, the more mushrooms you're gonna find. Keep your eyes open. As you could see dito sa ilalim, meron siyang mga mycelium. So ibig sabihin, there were mushrooms here. Probably eaten already. Coral fungi. You could fry these like chicken, and they would taste like chicken tenders somehow. As long as you marinate them. So these are also edible. They come in different colors. They have pink, yellow, red, sometimes even purple. It's got like a soapy hint to it. These are not edible, I think. So that's what we normally do. When we don't know what kind of mushroom it is, we pick one and then identify it later. So we have more time to look for more mushrooms. So sometimes when you see mushrooms, we tend to not pick them and like let them be, especially if they're not edible. It's kind of like paying respect to nature, not harming them in a way. But then again, picking mushroom doesn't really harm the body of the mushroom itself because this is just the fruit. It's kind of like picking an apple from a tree. You're not harming the tree itself. What you could do to help it, like help the mushroom grow more, is just like once you get it, you just tap the mushroom and then the spores would go everywhere. Tingnan natin sa buko ano siya. Oh, I think these are angel wings. It's so slimy. Yuck. And then here, a witch's butter. Toing, toing. No, but it's so fun, like looking at mushrooms, seeing them growing in the wild. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a mushroom. So we found the chanterelle spot by accident. We were just walking around this area trying to find mushrooms. As we walk further down, we saw like a trail. So I'm like, oh, maybe we should check this out. And as we were walking in the trail, we started seeing chanterelles. That's also where we saw our first hedgehog mushrooms. Hopefully we find some today. Tara, hanap tayo mushroom. Marami dito. These are chanterelles. They're called yellowfoot. So I tried to pick them as big as I can, but this is what we can get right now. So they're inside the tree. And you can see how soft the wood is because of the mushroom. Like they're really eating up the tree. And look how big these are. Pretty. If once we find a lot of mushrooms, this is enough for a portion of food, like for a person. So the plan is, once we find mushrooms, we're gonna cook them. Maybe cook them in pasta, because this kind of mushroom is really nice. The texture is like, it's really good. It's very meaty, so it's good. I feel like it's gonna be good with the cream sauce. We could cook it with bacon, pasta, cream, cheese. Big. So this is a yellowfoot chanterelle. You can see how yellow it is. So from a single mushroom spot, we were able to find this much. And there's still more. Come back in like a couple of days, maybe 2 or 3 days, there'll be more. Because they're just starting to grow after the rain. I don't know. But look, this looks like a cauliflower mushroom. Oh, look at these! It's so velvety red. Yeah, this looks like a cauliflower mushroom. A tiny mushroom! No, look. I feel like this is a cauliflower mushroom because it looks like a cauliflower, but it could also be just a coral mushroom. We'll just have to check later. But yeah, they look very interesting. So we've seen so much mushrooms already, like maybe 10 kinds. And that's not even an hour yet. Okay, onwards. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I think it's a candy cap. I think it's a candy cap mushroom because of the color. And look at how it is. I'm gonna take the main stem. Wanna tear it up? You wanna check if yung sap is milky or clear. And since this is clear, and when you smell it, it smells like crayons or like the waxy crayon, you know that this is a candy cap. Ah! Mushroom! Guys, candy cap. Oh my god, candy cap. Ang bango. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. So good mga kapatid. Then when I slice it, maglalabas siya ng sap na orange. You know, tingnan niyo yung sap. It's so orange. Milk caps. Let's see. Here. So this is the candy cap yung nakita natin kanina. And I think this is an orange milk cap. And it says it's edible. What? Oh my gosh, it looks more like this one. A delicious milk cap. This is what they say when you have to dig for mushrooms. Ay, ito B. Oh my gosh. B. B. Sobrang laki. Oh. Oh my God. What's your face? Wow. This is crazy. Ayan, mushroom. Ganda ng view, di ba? Mushroom. Bango. So since we've already foraged for some mushrooms, we're now going to buy the produce to make the pasta dish. It'll be good with time. Shallots would be better. And then only a head of garlic. Got the product. What's next is we're gonna make our pasta dish using the mushrooms that we got from the forage. Making use of the mushrooms that we found in Salt State Park. We're now in Pacifica to cook it. The distance, huh? The first thing that we'll do right now would be to boil the pasta. So I have a pot here that we're gonna be boiling the water in. So while we're waiting for the water to boil, we're gonna be prepping the ingredients for the dish that we're cooking. So the only thing that we need is garlic, shallots, bacon, cheese of your choice. Today I'm choosing Parmesan and provolone, which is my favorite cheese. And then I'm also gonna be putting cream and half. And that's about it. Let's peel the garlic first. Everything is flying away because of how windy it is, but it's a beautiful day. No complaints. Sobrang blessed ng day natin today. Didn't get rain. It's been sunny and cloudy while we were hiking. We saw a lot of mushrooms. Everything went according to plan. Probably still waiting for the water to boil. Not much of a technique here, but we're gonna get it done. Naugay yung chopping board. I hope you don't mind, kinakamay ko na. Okay, the water's almost done boiling. So the reason why I'm cooking this dish today is one of my comfort dishes. Every time I crave pasta, my mom would cook like a very simple, we call it carbonara, but it's not really carbonara. It's a cream-based sauce. So she uses like cream of mushroom and stuff like that. And this is basically inspired by that. Like I said, we're gonna be using the mushrooms that we pick fresh from the forest, and that's where most of our flavor would be coming from. First, we're gonna be using some bacon, because I'm gonna start making the sauce now. You can get some, maybe like 3 to 4 pieces of bacon, and just like after you slice them into lard and put them on the pan while it's still cold. We'll put salt in the water now. So growing up, I've been cooking a lot, like, because my mom likes to cook a lot, my dad likes to eat a lot. So it's the perfect match. Like, my mom would cook while my dad would eat a lot. And my mom cooks really well. Like, she cooks really nicely. And I grew up eating a lot of good food, and that's probably why I ended up loving food a lot. Since I was a kid, I've been so addicted to eating and cooking. I even remember the first dish that I make, an omelet. And while that's rendering, you'll get the mushrooms, which we already cleaned and prepped. Mushroom that we're using for today is the yellowfoot chanterelles and the golden chanterelles that we found in the forest earlier. You can see how yellow they are. Now we wash them and clean them and like remove all the dirt as much as we can. So what we're gonna do is after the bacon's rendered, we're gonna start cooking the mushroom as well. So in order to help it cook faster, we could add butter. You don't want the bacon to be extra crispy because you want it like still a bit meaty and not dry. So once it's like this, we can start putting our mushroom. We could dry saute it with the bacon. You gotta add some salt to it. Wow. Bango. Got some black pepper on top. And a little knob of butter. Well, I have my favorite dishes in different cuisines. Most frequent dish that I would make, especially at work, every time I feel like I don't know what to eat for lunch, I just look for mushrooms and like, oh, okay, pasta it is. Pasta is kind of like a comfort dish for me. I've been eating them since I was a kid. We don't have enough water for the pasta, but hopefully this will work. And to finish it later, we're gonna put parm. Once the pasta is done, the sauce is about done. So it's the perfect timing. Apart from being like a chef, I want to build my own restaurant that provides my own meals in a way that is kind of like a farm to table type of thing, where I want everything seasonal. You forage for stuff, you fish for stuff, you take care of stuff. It kind of helps you connect with nature. It keeps you grounded. It makes you feel like you belong in the circle of life kind of thing. Because people tend to forget about things or where they come from. But the thing is, everything is connected. Like this pasta, this just doesn't come from the shelf of your store. It comes from plants, it comes from like farmers. It comes from several different steps. So if you don't really think about where your food comes from, what makes your food special, you know? So you want to connect to your roots. You want to connect to where everything starts in order to be able to like serve good food. Because if you know your food, you could serve good food. Cooking is like, it's like a game to me. There's no such thing as rules in cooking. You're free to do whatever you want. There's recipes, but they're only guidelines. But that's the best thing about cooking. You don't need to follow the rules. You can play it however you want. And like this, I can use whatever cheese I want. I can use whatever mushroom I want. I can use whatever protein I want. As long as it's good. As long as it makes you happy. And that's what cooking is about for me. It's about connecting you to nature and connecting people to the food and letting people know the story of the food somehow. That's the type of restaurant that I want to open. A restaurant that would make people think, that would make people feel connected to their roots. When they eat something, they don't just eat. They know like the story about it. So they feel connected about the food.